like how I look right now. I don't really like how my hair looks right now. It's kind of, the lace is bothering me. Like it's white. I did not mean to spray it on the hair. That was embarrassing. So that way it won't get hard and stick. Anyways, so basically, like, this looks a mess, but fuck it, we just gonna edit it to make it look good. But basically, I'm doing a little, not a tutorial, this is kind of like a first time thing for me too. As you can see, I have short hair now. This is a wig that I've had in my closet for God knows how long, and I was tired of long hair and I needed a break, so I put my short wig on. So basically, this is a look that I've never tried before. I don't even know what I'm doing yet. I'm stuck between a graphic liner look and like a cut crease crazy kind of, you know, eye look. I'm gonna try to show the outfit that I'm wearing, and I'm gonna try to show you guys the 2 makeup looks. Look, this is for, you know, okay. And I'm gonna try to show the 2 makeup looks that I'm kind of struggling with right now. But I don't even know how I'm doing my hair yet. I haven't decided that. I should actually do my hair first. Might make things a lot easier for me. But we'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and we're just basically gonna jump right into the eyeshadow look because you guys have seen how I do my eyebrows. I'm gonna record it, but you know, I'm gonna make it fast so that way you don't have to sit through it. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so boom, you guys know that this is how I start all my makeup looks. I go in with my NYX brow gel and I, you know, kind of like just push my eyebrows up because my eyebrow hairs never like to stay down. Like they always want to be ghetto and just like, you know, kind of sit wherever they want to sit, and I just don't like that. So, and then I go in with my everglow Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn, and I basically just outline like the natural arch of my eyebrows. Well, not arch because I purposely shave them to have arch, but that's what I go in and do. You know, I take my little concealer or whatever, and I just found it way easier to do it this way rather than just use a brush. At least for me, it was just easier. I don't know why, but ever since I started doing it, like I haven't stopped, and I don't think I ever will. It's probably like the best technique that I've ever picked up on. Like it's so great. So yeah, this is that. This, you know, everybody know, you guys know how to do my eyebrows. I just, you know. Okay, so after that, you see I just use my little flat back concealer brush. I think this is actually supposed to be like an eyeliner brush, but I definitely don't use it for that. And I just drag the concealer literally all over my eyes because I don't know, I just like to cover my entire eye. Sometimes even I go under my eye with the concealer. But after that, I just take my concealer brush and I just kind of, you know, blend it out all over my eyes. Like I said, even under my eyes and my corners. And as you can see, while I'm doing this, something got in my eye. I don't know what it was, but it was pissing me off and I got extremely annoyed. So once I finish with my eyebrows, these are the palettes I used for today's look. So the first one I used is, I think, the Julia's Place, the Sahara palette, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, guys, look at my mirror. Get a new fucking mirror, Brianna, for real. Like, that's embarrassing. Anyways, and I think I used a very dark blue. I can't remember if this was from the Sahara palette or if it was from the Avani palette. I think it was from the Avani palette. I'm not entirely too sure, but I used a very, very, very dark blue. I can't even remember what look I was trying to create. It was from a TikTok I saw. I have to find her TikTok name, and I'll put the inspo there. But I was trying to do what she did, but I couldn't because I realized like halfway through this look, I realized that I have hooded eyes and I didn't have nearly as much lid space as she did. So I couldn't do it at least the way that I wanted to do it. And I realized that kind of like too late into the look. So, but here's me basically just kind of drawing my crease on with the eyeshadow, just, you know, getting the shape together and making sure, you know, this is how I want it to look, making sure it accentuates my eyes, if that even makes sense. And yeah. So I know y'all noticed, like when I do my tutorials, I always have this little break right here where I just look at myself in the mirror just to make sure everything's going well. But anyways, this is the Avani Morphe collab. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but this is the collab, and this is the palette that I used. I think I used a really dark blue, and then I tried to use like a lighter blue like on the top, but I haven't mastered like layering colors yet. So it didn't come out like the exact way I wanted it to. But you know, practice makes perfect. So that's basically what I was doing. I was just using a small brush to kind of put the lighter blue on top of the darker blue, so that when it faded, it kind of had that little like, you know, dark going into light kind of effect. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. And there's me just speeding it up for you guys. So after I feel like I put enough on the line, I start using a round brush and kind of just blending it out all over my eye. You can get it on your eyelid. Sometimes I get it on my eyelid. I really don't care because you're just gonna clean it up with concealer anyways, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, that's just me tiring my wrist out and you know, trying to blend everything and make sure it looks good. I wasn't a big fan of how it came out, but I don't care. So that's how it looked, all blended. And this is what I do. I take my cellar water, a Q-tip, and then I just literally cut out my crease like that. I found this easier to do because it wipes off all the makeup from your crease. So that way when you use concealer to actually like cut your crease, first of all, it's easier for me because it basically gives me like a map to follow, if that makes sense. And there's no product on your eyes, so that way when you apply the concealer, it doesn't feel like super cakey or, you know, like you're putting product on top of product. And one thing about me is I hate when my face feels like it's just like covered or slabbed in makeup, you know, like I like to feel like I don't have anything on. So yeah. So here's me. This is actually a nail brush that I bought off of Amazon. But I use it as a concealer brush because how flat it is and how like round it is, it makes it way easier to cut my crease. So anyways, then I go in with my Fawn concealer with that brush, and I go in and I just cut my crease. I basically just follow the shape that I outlined. Sometimes I mess up, sometimes I don't. The biggest thing with cutting my crease is that I love to keep my eyes all the way open, as you can see, and unfortunately my mouth open as well. It helps me get my whole eye, and that way I know when I like look up or anything like that, it won't like crease, basically, like it won't go on my actual, you know, lid space and stuff like that. You know, another thing that helps me is that when I cut my crease, I try not to put too much product. Like I try not to put too much concealer like on the brush. Like I put very, very little, and I always start from like my eyelid and then I kind of just like work my way up, if that makes sense. Like it's easier to see visually, but when I used to put too much product, I basically, every time I would like look up or like move my eye even a little bit, oh my god, it would be over. My cut crease would be done for. But you see how I kind of just like drag it out, and then I kind of just blend it out to the rest of my face. If you talk about my lace, your anti-black, I know you see that little whiteness right there. But yeah, that's pretty much how I cut my creases. Oh, I know y'all see that sharp ass crease, okay? I know y'all, look at it, exactly. So anyways, after that I used another one of the little nail brushes that I bought, and I started to draw basically the shape that I was going for, which was kind of like I don't really know how to explain it. It's better if you just kind of watch me do it. But I used I think the Sahara palette, if I'm not mistaken, and I just kind of used that small tiny brush to draw the little yeah, you see it right there. And I did that for both eyes. They didn't come out looking the same at all, but who cares? Now, after I drew the shape, I kind of did the same thing I did with my crease. I blended out the ends around it just to give it a more blended out look. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants just a boring shape that has like no like blend or anything like that. So I tried my hardest. As you can see, the bottom looking a little nice or whatever, you know. I'm not no I don't know, but like that one was looking a little rough. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Finished look looked way better, but you know, I'm not no pro MUA, but you know. So after that, I took my little brush that I usually use to make my freckles, and I used concealer the same color, the same shade, Fawn, and I basically just went in with that brush and just outlined that shape, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I just outlined that shape. You see how nice, how much cleaner it looks with the concealer, like kind of, you know, outlining it and actually giving it shape. I loved doing that. I'm sorry that my hand was in the way for most of the time, but I couldn't really move it to show you guys everything, but yeah. Alright, so now here you can just kind of see how it looks and how I'm just kind of going around the shape just to give it a, you know, a more sharper, more like, I don't know how to explain, just to make it look more neat, you know what I'm saying? Just to make it look more neat. But anyways, this is how they both came out, and that's me just putting concealer over my eyes again. But this is how they both came out, and that's me preparing to draw the other shapes that I tried to draw on my eyes. But like I said, I had no lid space, so even though I could kind of draw the shapes, when I would try to conceal them to make them when I would try to conceal them to make them look, you know, nicer and whatnot, it just wouldn't work because my eyes are hooded, so the concealer would crease and it would just look a mess on my eyes. So like here you can see like how I was trying to like shape them, but the concealer, it wasn't working out for me. Like it just, like you see, like it looks okay, but it wasn't working out for me. So in the end, I kind of just said like fuck it, and I was just like, okay, you know what, let's just, you know, cover it with glitter. Like fuck it, like that's just what we'll end up doing because it just wasn't coming out right, and I was getting like extremely frustrated, just very upset. So I just decided, you know what, let's just cover it with glitter and let's just hope for the best. Like you see how you can see the annoyance in my face. Like I was genuinely so annoyed. This was after I put glitter on it. I felt like it looked better with the glitter on it. It didn't look great, but it was something. So anyways, here goes me putting on my foundation. You guys pretty much know my whole base routine by now if you've been watching my videos. I just go in with my CoverGirl Outlast All Day Foundation. I've been using this foundation ever since I started doing makeup, and I haven't switched to anything else. Eventually I do want to try some new products. I'm just a little scared too because I'm just yeah, anyways. You also see I had to put my hair back. I had to clip it up because you know, also that little clip up hairstyle with the hair clips, I love it so much. Like it's probably like my favorite thing to do. Anyways, here's me putting on my concealer, same shade, Fawn, and yeah, like I said, you guys pretty much know my base routine, so I'm not gonna explain too much of it, but you know, you'll get my commentary on a couple of things. So here comes me with my absolute favorite thing in the world, my e.l.f. jet black liquid liner. Literally like my favorite makeup product like ever to exist. I didn't put it all on my eyes because I didn't want to ruin the shape. I just put it on my eyelid a little bit just so that way when I put my lashes on, it didn't look skimp. Like I wanted the lash line to look, you know, dark and black. So I put some eyeliner. I also put some in my inner corner as well, as you can see me doing here. Because who doesn't want eyeliner? Like, who doesn't love eyeliner? So yeah, that's pretty much what I did. Just my inner corner, which was a fucking pain, I'll tell you that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did. Just on my eyelid and in my inner corner. And as you can see, I got a little spot on my face. So when I went in with my second round of concealer, I used the shade Warm Honey, I believe. And I just covered it with the concealer because who's gonna stop me? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna stop me? And that's pretty much all I did. And there's me with blended it out. Can't fucking speak. So there we go. There's my little Wet n Wild contour stick. I need a darker contour stick for real because you can barely see this one, but I've always liked my makeup with it, so I haven't bought a new one yet. But I just put it on my nose and the side of my face and just blend it in with a big brush. Alright, here I go, checking myself out, whatever. If my favorite part, this was so funny because I'm looking at my edit now and that's where I fucked up. Don't do this. There you go. Anyways, this is my Morphe setting powder. Probably also one of my favorite parts of doing my makeup. I just put it under my eyes. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about right here. I was watching something, but I just put it under my eyes. I put some on my forehead. I put some on the sides of my face, and sometimes I don't even blend it in all the way, but who the fuck cares? And yeah, I put some on the side of my face, my forehead, all that good shit, because who don't like to be, you know, baked the fuck up? Like, I don't know, when you wipe off the powder, it's such a nice feeling. Like, it feels like everything's just set, like nothing will come off, even though it will. Maybe I need to put it over my whole face, but that's basically it when it comes to, you know, my baking powder and stuff like that. So anyways, here's my little blush palette that I got from Morphe. Like I said, I don't know which like blush palette it actually is. Like I don't know the shade or anything, or I just found it. And I've said this in one of my videos before. I went to Florida last year and I just saw it in a Morphe store and just picked it up. So I'm not sure which like palette it is, but I love it. And I've been using it ever since I got it. I did put a little too much blush. Like you look at the side of my face and it looks a little, I definitely have to work on like, you know, blushing better. But like you see how I see it and I'm like, like I don't really, like from the front it looks okay. And I didn't care too much because when I had my hair down and when I was like taking pictures and stuff, you didn't really see it. But like from here, like watching this video right now, like you can kind of see that I put a little too much and I put it on too harshly, if that makes sense. Like it looks like it was kind of just like dragged on instead of like properly, like, you know. And I definitely put too much on the left side of my face, but you know, we live and we learn. People make mistakes. Anyways, I went in with my e.l.f. highlighter that I love so much, but I also have to try a new highlighter as well. And I just put it a little bit, you know, everywhere. That was my James Charles palette. And I just used like the darkest brown in there to put my freckles, using the same brush that I used to cut the shape out of that, you know, little thing on my eye. And like you see like it's bothering me right now, but it doesn't matter. I recorded this back in like February, so whatever. But yeah, I just put a bunch of like little tiny freckles on my face. I love putting freckles on my face. It just, I don't know, it brings so much joy. Girl, what the fuck are you laughing at? Anyways, yeah, the blush is kind of like frying me right now, but we're gonna act like that just, it's not there. whatever I was laughing at, it was not that fucking funny. Anyways, here we go. This is just me putting that same dark blue that I used on my eyes under my eyes. I love giving my eyes like a dark look. I don't know like how to explain it, but yeah. And this is no filter. This is no filter, okay? Snatched, okay? Even the lace and certain lighting. But anyways, here's me using my Essence Lash Mascara. I'm not sure what the green one is called, but it's the one that I use. I know there's different colors, but for anybody who wants to, you know, buy it or anything, the green one is the one that I use. I've been using that for a very, very, very long time. And that's just me, you know, doing the finishing touches. You see how my eyes look a lot more, not seductive, but you see how like putting eyeshadow like near my waterline just made it look so, you know. Speaking of my waterline, there's me using my black jumbo waterline pencil from NYX. I love this. It makes my eyes look so much more seductive, and it just, I don't know why, but black waterline supremacy, you know what I'm saying? And there goes me again with my NYX lip liner. I love NYX so much. Such an affordable makeup brand with great products. There's that. Just use my lip liner, you know, make sure my lips is looking good or whatever. I literally do the same lip routine like every time I do my makeup, and it's kind of embarrassing because I be wanting to switch it up, but every time I try a new lip product, like it never works for me. Like it never does. I don't know why. Okay guys, so this is the full finished look. This is actually like after a while of having it on. I actually just tried to take my lash off, but I forgot that I didn't record the ending to the music video, so that's why my eye is like a little watery, like this eye right here, my right eye. But I decided to just leave my hair down. I just put a swoop behind my ear because I really like the bob on me. I'm tired of this wig though, so hopefully I'll be getting my locks soon. But this was pretty much the outfit. This was the outfit. This is a bodysuit I got off of AliExpress, I believe, like a while ago, like maybe like last year. And that was just that. I took some pictures. They'll be on Instagram and they'll be in the thumbnail. But this was the look. This was the final look all together. I'm a little close, but I don't really care. Yeah, this was the final look. I just added some glitter. You know, I put blush. I might have filmed myself putting the freckles on, but I can't remember. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.